Got to praise that Doug Lindsay and I are back in church this morning after probably close to 1,600-mile trip down to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, back to work with Samaritan's Purse on our mission trip. A lot of work was done. We've got a few pictures we can show. Angie, if you pull up the first one. Well, this is a picture of Doug's team, and but this is the scene you'll see every morning and every afternoon at the job site. The teams huddle up, they pray, and then they go to work. They pray at lunch, we go back to work, we pray after we're done. And a lot of prayer at all these mission trips. You can go to the next picture, please. This is the whole team that went. 11 of us went down there. We had a team of 15 at one time. 3 of them we lost to medical conditions. One of them has prostate cancer at King Phoenix. He's having his surgery, I think, tomorrow. A young man by the name of Colin Geltz, he's from Newton. He had a gallbladder issue, called Friday night before we left, or Saturday night before we left, and he couldn't make it. And then Kelly Smith had a heart catheterization, and he couldn't make it. But this is the team of 11 that we took down. This was our Friday night dinner that we had. And we want to thank the church for sponsoring that and supporting that dinner. The next picture, please. Now this is a picture of what they're doing down there in South Carolina. These houses are built on slabs. And what they do is they go in and they rip out everything at 4 feet. They punch holes through the bottom of the house. They screw 2x10s, 2x12s on top of these I-beams. And then they use hydraulic jacks and they lift this house straight up in the air. And then they come in and they build a floor underneath the house and they set it back down in the house. And then Samaritan's Purse comes in and then they refinish the house. So these houses are right near an intercoastal waterway. And the hurricanes, it wasn't the wind damage that caused the problems. This area here, some of these houses have been flooded 4 times. On Thursday when we were down there, the lady's house had just been remodeled. And I mean, she had beautiful fixtures in her house, beautiful flooring. The walls were immaculate. Everything was just gorgeous. And we went in there with sledgehammers and crowbars and ripped out everything at 4 feet. And they're getting ready to do this to her house to lift it up. And so this is what these people are experiencing. A lot of people just give up. They just give up and leave. But there's some people that can't. They just can't leave. This is their home. And so Samaritan's Purse comes in, and they're paying for all this. It costs about $20,000 to raise a house. That's not including all the repairs that they do and remodel everything on the inside. Next picture. And then this was the team. Is the microphone still available? If you could give that to Doug. This was Doug's team, and this young lady sitting in front, she's in a wheelchair. This is the house that he was working on. I'll let him tell about her a little bit.
Hello, Doug here. But this is Miss Jenna. A couple conflicting stories. She's either 28 or 30. We didn't get quite down to it. Her father said 30. So she has cerebral palsy. She's in a wheelchair and wheelchair bound, but she can get up and stand. She just can't walk, and she's got a hand that's kind of limp. But we installed a elevator in her house. We built a wheelchair ramp. She's living with a roommate now in an apartment, but this will be her first, her home. She'll be living by herself. But all the appliances were set up and designed for her being in the wheelchair. But we got a chance to eat dinner with her and meet with her and talk with her, and just an incredible young lady. I was truly blessed to be able to work on her home. This trip, it recharges, your faith in humanity. And I encourage everyone. You don't have to go halfway across the United States, but get out and help your neighbors, love one another. I can't speak of it enough. We need more love in the world, but I'm just truly blessed to be able to go. Had good fellowship, made a lot of good friends, and I'm just truly blessed.
One thing she said during the dinner when she was giving her this, she was so happy that they were doing this for her. She said, "I just don't think I'm worthy of this." Amen. Here's a woman with cerebral palsy in a wheelchair, and she doesn't think she's worthy. And we complain when we get a a bad loaf of bread at the store or something. So, you know, she's got the right attitude, and it's things like this that make those trips worthwhile. So, is that our last picture? Yeah. So, I just want to share that. We want to thank the church for helping us. We want to thank First Christian Church for loaning us their bus. The other churches donated money. The Baptist Church over in Clay City, one of their members went and they donated money. They bought us lunch and gas. So we want to thank everybody for prayers. And we're going to Panama City in March. So we'll look forward to that. Anybody's welcome to go. Just get in on the list, and actually you can create your own team and go if you'd like. So we want to thank everybody and giving us the opportunity to share that with the congregation and those out there.
Thank you, Jim.